Oh, 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 it's Domino. Yeah. Boy, look at the lighting on this thing. Can I ever get it right? Man, some of us have a lot of light here. Oh, 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 it's Domino. Yeah. So, Domino, this is an article taken from dailymail.com. Article written by Stephen Johnson in Australia. One of the places that's on my list. Let's see if I can get a little bit more light. Don't know about this. Don't know about this. Is it the screen? Oh, okay. I can go back a little bit. Dominoes, my favorite all time pizza. I don't like the lighting of this, but I'm gonna go here with the video anyway. My favorite all time pizza, Dominoes. Dominoes has to let go of, or shall I say, they're closing over 200 locations. But they're in Australia. First thought, I thought it was here in the USA. But it's not here in the USA. It's in Australia. These locations are going to be closed because during COVID-19, they decided to open up a bunch of Domino's pizza places for takeout because it was right in the heart of the pandemic when there was nothing open, no restaurants. They only allowed you to walk up to them. Just like I did Claim Jumper a couple of times before they totally went out of business, but they was going out of business anyway before pandemic. But when pandemic finally came, they closed up. Oh, boy, close. Oh, John, Jill Eastman, ex-attorney-at-law. Domino sucks anyway. Pizza Hut Caesars need to close too. Oh, no. Hey, look, you gotta like something, you know. Well, anyway, getting back to the story. I hardly ever look down at my paper. Well, anyway, they all sucked. Yeah, we do need more mom and pops. Yeah, but I'll tell that to Papa John. And that's one expensive pizza. I only went there once. Someone else is gonna have to buy a pizza there. Of course, uh, I mean, what can I say? But they got their problems too. I like Pizza Hut too. But anyway, they opened up too many stores during that time because I guess they was making a killing because you couldn't go inside to buy, but you can go up to the door. Do you remember that? COVID-19, walking up to the door, like I said, Claim Jumper and a couple other places. You walk up to the door, Well, at least it claimed up. At least I went through the door, and I believe inside up to where you usually get your seat. Well, I guess the maitre d or the cashier or whoever standing there would like find you a seat. You at least you can go in that way. That was when I was going to claim jumper over there in Monrovia, right on the edge of Arcadia. A lot of people were sad about that place going down during the COVID. But since Dominoes was trying to make a killing with takeout in Australia, so now they decided to close these stores, as it says here, including 100, actually it's 205 stores that were unprofitable from that period. And they're just now deciding to get rid of those stores so that they can grow again. Now, this is not just Australia. 172 of those stores are in Japan. So we're talking about not in the United States. Now, the first thing that comes to my mind is I thought they were talking about United States when I first saw it. 205 stores, locations. No, they're talking about Australia, Japan, and locations in France. And it says COVID in the past, those stores that opened during that period, they should make the investors happy. That's what they said. By making that announcement and closing those stores, they can strengthen up the stock market, their stock, which you have to make your investors happy, because especially when you're investing money and you want to know why your dollar is now getting stronger, why you still losing money in that way. But by them getting rid of those stores, they said for profitable growth. Profitable growth. Now the shares went up. What's that? I think it was 0.21 or something like that, which is $36 a share. Now right now I didn't write it down, but I think it's up to 80 some dollars a share. Now this is at the turn of the year from 2024 to now, the first quarter, the last in the first quarter of 2024, right on in to February or January, whatever they have the cutoff period. But it's the beginning of this year, 2025, but they also show the end of 2024. So it says 172 in Japan. So actually, it was kind of deceiving. So they're talking about 172 in Japan. I know what it is. Out of the 172 in Japan, 114 is run by the head office. So you have a certain amount that the main headquarters or the main franchise, one of the main branches, are running at least 114 of the 172 stores, and there are 58 franchises. So that means someone like you, we have a franchise over in Japan, over in Australia. They also mentioned Germany and Germany and France, right? Did I say France yet? Nope, I didn't say France yet. But it says they opened too many stores for the takeout surge. So they call it takeout surge. They said Germany, which has some Dominoes, did okay. They had recovered. So see, they didn't put Germany into it. But France, which also had some Dominoes, they said here they went backwards. So I guess they're going to close some stores in France They're going to close those stores and everything. Now, my take is if I thought it was going to be over 200 locations here, but let's pretend that they were here. So if they're going to have 205 locations in Europe, Japan, Australia, is something going to happen here in the United States? I think I did do a little something about that, but that is a big deal if 200 and something locations are closing. Is that the precursor of what's going to happen here in the United States? Think about that. Now, this is the first time I did one where it specifically said that it's over in another country. Now, I didn't know Australia had that many Dominoes. So that means if I ever go to Australia, it is on my list. But I don't know if I'm going to get there if I got to take a flight 18 hours. That's crazy. Let alone going to some other country in Europe that I put off because, frankly speaking, that is a lot of time on an airplane, jet engines or not. If it's not a supersonic that's going to get there in 2 hours, why even waste time? So Domino's, to me, is a good pizza. I like Little Caesars, as I said before, even though that's what they are, just pizzas. And I've tasted some pizzas every place else. To me, I think all pizzas taste about the same. And there's probably some variations. I'm sure there are variations and how they cook their pizza or bake their pizza or however they do it in the oven. Uh, Sometimes it's the cooks themselves that know how to do a pizza. So if they used to work someplace else and now they work here, or they work there or over there, and they cook it the same way, maybe there is a certain style. But if you had someone who just starting out, or someone who's tired of being on the job, they want to do something else, that piece is going to come out a little bit different than what you think is going to be. Yeah. I want to bring up the egg situation right quickly. I did do my errands yesterday for my mom because basically, I mean, I do errands for myself, but basically, when I say errand day, I'm talking about I have to do chores, have to go to the store, take her to the doctor, do stuff like that because it's hard for her to get up to go to the market. Well, it's hard for us both to go at the same time, so I go. But she's been telling me not to buy eggs. I thought about not buying eggs, but then I did see some eggs for $7.99, close to $8. So I did get a dozen eggs, or maybe it was 18 eggs. I don't know, but it was a carton of eggs. You know, cartons are different these days. They were 12 to 18 eggs, bought for $8. They had some eggs there that were gone already. That was like $12. I wasn't gonna get none of those. Then they had another a box there. I think it was $9. You know, like $8.99, and the one I bought was $7.99. And then I hear about the Waffle House surcharging, and then I just read just about a minute ago that Cracker Barrel is not gonna budge. They're not gonna raise their price of eggs right now. Because look like a lot of these other places was going to follow Waffle House. They're going to surcharge. But you know what? I'm thinking about not buying any sandwiches too if I find out that they're going to be surcharging eggs. Just don't get none with eggs. Anyway, everything's going up. It doesn't matter about the bird flu or anything else. Artificial prices. Eggs always go up every year because of some sort of infection with the bird population, which also can affect the cattle. Anyway, this is Robin and Sean. I thought about bringing up the Dominoes. That's the most important thing. I get home, turn on my computer, and there's something that I could talk about. It's Domino. Yeah. See you in my next video, folks. Have a great day. Actually, it's night here in the San Gabriels. 9:37 p.m. And it had been raining, not hard, just a little bit. I still think about the people who lost those homes. And now the earth is moving in the San Pedro area, Palos Verdes area, not Pacific Palisades, Palos Verdes area. If you know what I'm talking about, if you're from California, a lot of people from California don't go anywhere, especially if they're in the Los Angeles area, right near where the Korean Bell is. That whole area there, where the earth is still shifting, where the Wayfarer Chapel is, where they still dismantling it probably today. It probably should have been dismantled by now. All those homes have been there for over 30, 40, 50 years. Just like marine land or the sea that used to be there. Bought out by SeaWorld. Then SeaWorld moved to San Diego. That whole area has been shifting. The cliffs just fall into the water. Same thing in Santa Monica, right where not Hollywood Park, Pacific Park, which used to be Pacific Ocean Park back in the day, worldwide, that area from Santa Monica to Malibu. The earth is reclaiming. Josh said the water is reclaiming the earth. We know what I'm talking about. We're losing our coastline. We're being gouged out insurance because everybody else has been raising up their insurance anyway. Don't matter who is with. Let's think about that.